two psychological examinations, one by the state, one by an independent doctor. Was this mom in her right mind when she waived her right to remain silent and confess? Is she criminally responsible, and is she competent to stand trial as she...
All right, it's your boy Sean 202, and my back is killing me. I'm sorry, my car accident just got my back on swole right now. So, sorry, got to do a video like this. But I'm talking about the woman who killed her 2 kids. She had 4 kids altogether. The other 2 don't live with her. One is 17, one is like 11. But she killed a 4 and an 8-year-old. She killed the little boy first, put him in the freezer. Then she killed the daughter, who was older. She was 8, and put her in the freezer. Oh. I'm sorry, but when you just hear, okay, so they're trying to figure out is she competent to stand trial? Is she sane? Because if she's crazy, they're just gonna ship her off to some kind of mental hospital. If she's competent to stand trial, you know, they're going to have a couple docs look at her and see if she's competent. If she's competent to stand trial, I mean, I don't know what her sentence is going to get. She'll probably get murder 1. She might get murder 2. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer by any state. Nonetheless, my whole reason for making this video is when I heard this, you know, I watched some of the video and she was looking at the father of the 2 children who died, and she started talking to him saying, why you act like you cared about her? You never came to visit him. You never showed up at any of the birthdays. Then she said, when are your kids' birthdays? She's like, you never cared about them. So now we know that women go through this, it's like I'm not sure what it's called. But nonetheless, where they go through like super depression from, you know, kids and, you know, and sometimes they kill their kids. You know, we had that one lady who put her kids in a car and drove them into a river and said a black guy did it, you know, and that wasn't nowhere near the truth. And this has happened on more than one occasion. Not that they said a black guy did it, but that they killed their kids. They had the one woman, she had 5 kids. The husband had a good job. She was a stay-at-home mom. He came home and she killed all of them. So we know that this happens, and it's not just subject to a certain race, you know. So this happens, and what I think this woman was doing, what I think she was crying out for help. Now, I do not condone what she did, but the cry for help is real, and this is another thing. I see a lot of support groups for women. Like, this is women's time now. It's be stronger, go girl. You know, black girls rock. You know, a woman should be able to do this and empowerment and all of that. But this with the children, like, I'm trying to figure out what are women doing about that. I guess that's where I'm going with this. Like, I'm not a woman, so I don't have that issue. My child is older, so she's well out of the house. She's in college. But, you know, I'm wondering, like, this happens. And I don't see anything on the internet about it. You know, and I'm like, let's stop telling women to dress any old kind of way and they're going to get respect, and start helping women out with some real issues, you know, like their children. I don't know what it's stress. I don't know what it is when they go and do this. Like, I would want to, like, I support that. I don't support, hey, do whatever you want, you know, it's your life, just do whatever the hell you want, and, you know, don't mind nobody. I'm not a supporter of that. I'm a supporter of having some type of restraint on yourself. But this, like, I could see me funding this. I could see me putting time into that because of the kids. Like, if there was an internet program that had that going on, I could see getting into that. Because that's real to me. The other stuff that some of these women empowerment groups are doing is just, I don't know. I just can't get behind it, even though I'm a man. But that I can get behind. So, I don't know. My whole thing is talk to who is ever your relatives or who has children and they're single women, because there's a lot of them. If you have some out there, talk to them. Just talk to them. Just, are you okay? Try to be a support to them, because it's very real. It's very, I mean, she cut him up and put him in I don't think she cut him up, but I think she stuffed him in the freezer. I don't know if she cut him up or not. All I know is they were in the freezer. And these stories really hurt to hear. And the thing about these stories is it doesn't matter what social class you come from either. Because the one woman who did it with the 5 children, they weren't poor. They lived in a nice house. The husband was like a computer something. They had 5 children. He was the only one working. Like, they weren't struggling for money. It was just they had 5 children consecutively each year. And it just got to her. She just couldn't take it anymore. And in this woman's case, the children weren't consecutive. But like I'm saying, like, it just happens to poor people. It doesn't. It just happens to black people. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Don't just happen to white people either. It happens to everyone. So I want to see more about this. Not just look at this woman and going, oh, she was poor, she was black, because we don't know if she was poor. What we know is that she was a black woman, and she obviously needed some help. Not just from the father, like, she needed some help from somebody. And I think I'm not making an excuse for her. I'm just saying this is something that happens. And when they shut down and they just think murder is the answer, then that's exactly what they do. So it's your boy Tone 202. I just wanted to talk about this case because I'm really hurt about the children. All right. Good night. Peace. God bless.